Yeah, Emily, how you been? Where you been? What you been doing? Hey, John, what have you been up to lately? What you doing, hon? You having fun there? You be a good girl. Just let out and not worry about. Well, I think things are looking normal. Fast foods are all packed. Traffic's normal. Back up getting on the expressway. Thin, real light green grass. It's not just any grass. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for your service. Glad you didn't catch that damn stuff. I don't know if you got a chance to see the videos that I uploaded last night, but I got my fingers crossed on Detroit. I mean, it's a madhouse down there. If you look at that park and you look at the people boating, just absolutely zero regard for social distancing. Uh, Common sense. Yeah, Mary, I don't really think I do anything, honestly. I mean, I'm friendly to them. I like them. I enjoy talking to them. I'm curious how people get there. I'd help them if I could, but I'm really not, doing anything that great. I don't know how to explain it really. But thank you. I don't think I'm doing anything bad, but I wish I could do something good. Yeah, buffering's a problem up here. It just is. I don't know why. Some days are worse than others. A lot of people going up north with campers. There's somebody moving Allied. Yeah, no, I got a text message. Now, somebody emailed me yesterday, and Stephanie was supposedly found murdered on Otis Street, killed. I hope it's not the Stephanie, the Indian girl. No, her name was. I think that was her middle name. Was it? I don't know another Stephanie down there, honestly. And I just got a text this morning from someone that Nicole Coco was stabbed and is in the hospital. Yeah, I like weather like this, just like a cloudy day, about 60 degrees. Yeah, no, everything's fine with me, honestly. I mean, I've been doing that stuff forever anyway. I mean, there's no place to play them, but the photography and stuff I was doing. Oh, 90. Glad I'm not there. I hate hot weather like that. I hear a killdeer flying around, probably trying to run interference with Daisy. Hey, Jared, how you doing? How's Omer? They cancel the Sucker Fest? Old South Carolina, the old Bible Belt. Yeah, we had, the winters up here are nothing compared to the old days. Really not. We had a great chat last night. Didn't get on until about midnight. Stayed on till like 4:30 in the morning, something like that. Had a really good time talking. Yeah, I figured they'd cancel the Sucker Fest. But it's a normal concern for people to think, how well is my community doing? I mean, what are people doing out there to safeguard themselves? Well, all you got to do is compare yourself to Detroit. Because if you look at the videos that I uploaded, and this has been the way all along, and of course, this isn't counting the worst places of them all, the party stores. From day one, from the second we found anything about this, I could take you to any, and that guy got a circus ride on his park. I could take you to any party store, and the people will be right next to each other, coughing, sneezing, touching, no masks, no hand sanitizer. I mean, some people have them, but very few. So I expect a huge uptick. And it's just like if you look at the boating videos I uploaded yesterday. You know, the governor we have didn't want people boating. Well, she must be smarter than the other people out there making these rules. Because if you look at the boating videos I uploaded yesterday, it's just as bad. People jammed in a little tight area right next to each other, no nothing. Belle Isle, the park in Detroit, I just cringe at the thought of the contact that I witnessed yesterday. So you got the parks, the fishing spots, boating, and the party stores, and God knows what else. And they wonder why Detroit was a hotbed. That's why. Hey, Edgar. Yeah, if somebody coughed on me intentionally, they better hope there's no security cameras around. Yeah, a girl, Emily. Yeah, Jared, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say get out of there as soon as possible. There's no jobs to pay anything. You'll end up, I mean, I know what it's like up here. I live up here. And a guy your age, you don't want to piss away your young income earning years dicking around up in Omer. Unless you got a young girlfriend that's great in bed, and that trumps everything. But as you'll age, you wish you'd have stuck around to a place where you could live a higher standard of living without being a slave. Hey, Lisa. It just is shocking to me, the ignorance of the general public. It's some good advice, isn't it, Emily? You remember those days? Oh, Walmart's a huge difference. Almost everybody's got masks on in there, and they're abiding by the 6-foot distance rules. A huge difference. It's a bad comparison. It's apples and oranges. It's not close. Walmart's will kick you out of there and ban you from the store if they catch you videotaping. Did you know that? Oh, that's unbelievable, Jason. Yeah, one way in, one way out. Golik, you got to come up with better examples than that. People get all defensive when that's why I videotaped that crap yesterday. I knew about it, but you can see it for yourself. It's the worst possible environment. Nobody can show me, unless it's a mosh pit, or whatever they call it, mash pit at a concert, nobody can show me a worse environment anywhere. They take first place for ignorance. I don't know why people defend these people. I tell you, there's a large group of the people down there that consider this like buying a scratch-off lottery ticket. If I get it, I get it. That's the mentality you got going on down there. Hey, Stephanie. I mean, I'm all for Detroit making a comeback, but it's a huge mountain to scale. You go down to the parks yesterday. You can look at those videos too. Shit laying all over, bottles. Like I said yesterday, Air Park, which is a neighboring community right next to Detroit, because they don't want it looking like a dump. They want to keep people from Detroit out of there, and I don't blame them. I'm not saying everybody's bad from Detroit, but I'm telling you, and destroying it and making it look like a dump. Bellinger is a cute, nice, well-maintained park. $100 a year per will keep it that way. Sanitizer in your vehicle. You use it as soon as you get done pumping the gas. Another bad example. Are you drinking this morning, Golik? You're really coming up with some weak arguments. If you don't like what I say about Detroit, just say so. But don't bring up things that really have no relevance to the video that explains what I just got done talking about. I'm not going to walk on eggshells about telling the truth. The video speaks for itself. It's a mess there. And I agree with Lizer to fall asleep at night. It's because she's thinking about, what am I going to do with Detroit? Then on top of it, she's got these idiots like this stupid barber out in Owasso cutting hair, some mixed martial art guy at Brighton, and a couple other lunatics that you have to legislate their own safety for them because they don't understand science, they don't understand disease transmission, and they're pissed off they can't go out and golf. It's got to be so totally frustrating. Whoever would want to be a politician in this day and age, you'd be better off just, trying to train a bunch of goldfish. It'd be easier. Right, Mary? No, I didn't care. It's a beautiful area. Isabella County is gorgeous as well. Those are two beautiful... Hey, hon. Come on in here, hon. Those are two beautiful... My leg was in the way. Daisy couldn't jump. Those are two beautiful areas. And although I don't really know the job market, but man, Clare, Mount Pleasant, that whole area, both sides of 127, beautiful. Honestly, if you're interested in living up north, where you get a big bang for your buck, go ahead, hon, go on. Where you get a big bang for your, that's more like down below, better wages, a legitimate, decent-sized city is Gaylord. You got everything there. Gaylord. Traverse City's overpriced, not worth, way too busy in the summer. Mackinac, all those places suck. Alpena, nothing to do. Once you get north of Bay City, the money goes out the window, other than Gaylord. If you like up north, check out Gaylord. Yeah, Gaylord's I wouldn't like it, but, if I was your age and I was looking for a career or a job, Gaylord's the way to go. You got all the main stores, a lot of good places to eat. Notable, it's well-established, legit northern community. Yeah, you got it, Murray. That's exactly right. I mean, this governor, I'd like to be a fly on the wall when the governor was talking to her husband at night. They got to be sitting there with a fifth of Jack Daniels and a couple shot glasses and watching the news, and or watching videos like mine. I'm sure she'd love to just throw her hands up in the air. The only little thing, of course, this is politics now. You can take right or wrong and throw it out the window when you're talking politics. She actually commissioned a task force to try to figure out why more people in Detroit were catching it than other places. Look, this lady's got a law degree. I mean, if you were graduated from the 6th grade, all you got to do is go down there and figure out why. She knows exactly why the transmission rate's so high down there. She just can't say it. So she's got to act like there's some mystery out there that no one knows about, and we're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, well, you can make the whole thing go away by policing and $1,000 tickets. I'm so sick of these people. Yeah, Murray, that's why they put, that's why they didn't want people going to their second homes, because, Petoskey, Traverse City, I'm not saying they're nicer areas, but they're different socioeconomic areas. When you get more wealth, legitimate professional careers, you get more education. Those people wear masks, wash their hands, they're concerned about their community, and they don't want this damn virus coming from someplace else and affecting their area. You can't blame them. Yeah, I like Traverse City. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I think it's overrated. I think it's totally overpriced. There are way better places to visit that are a lot less money. I mean, Traverse City's a beautiful area, but if you look at that Indigo, they get $650 a night for a hotel room in the Indigo. You'd have to be out of your damn mind to pay that in Traverse City. Yeah, that's what I'd say. I mean, the other communities, you got a handful of people making money and everybody else is broke, but Gaylord's legit. I'll tell you another nice quality of life in Morrow will verify this is Grand Rapids area. It's a thriving community. Yeah, I've been there a couple times. You know, I got a buddy of mine that likes to take his kid and wife there, but the prices they get, the food's not good, the rooms are overpriced. Plus, it's an ugly view. You can sit at the bar and have a drink and stare at traffic and see about 8 square inches of the water. And if you look at Traverse City beaches in general, they're crappy. They're very shallow. That's why you go by there, you don't see people swimming very often. You see them sitting around the sand. That's because they don't want to walk 14 miles out until the water's up to their waist. Ann Arbor's a great community, but also overpriced. Now, I mean, there's an argument for, well, what's overpriced if it's a good community? I would agree. But Ann Arbor property taxes are ridiculous. Even the doctors that work at the University of Michigan can't afford to live in the city anymore. That's why they're all out in Scioto Township and Dexter and Pinckney and those kind of places, because they can't afford a home in the city. Ann Arbor, too. Ann Arbor, actually, the city, I think, is fairly conservative. It's the university that's really liberal. Yeah, that's it, too, and that's a big thing, too, Murray. The water is so cold. But, you know, I guess you could say you get what you pay for. But I don't think Ann Arbor is worth the prices they get for it. I just don't. I mean, it's a good school system, whatever. It may be a national model for doing things right. I mean, if you want to live there, this is what it costs. It's a free market. It's capitalism. It's created its own value. Nobody's forcing anybody to move to Ann Arbor. You know, it's funny. I had a sister that went to Eastern, then I went to Eastern Michigan. So I've been going up to that area since the 60s. And they always said that Ypsilanti was going to turn into another Ann Arbor. Well, I'm going on my 50th year, and it's still the same as it's always been. Ypsilanti will never be another Ann Arbor. Hey, Christy. Oh, you think so, Malonic? You know, they have nice communities like Rockford and, you know, areas like that. I think it's a quality place to live, the Grand Rapids area. I mean, where else are you going to have taxpayer dollars paying for hysterectomies for deer? Good old Ann Arbor. Oh, that sounds good, Murray. Magus, how you doing? Yeah, I've been up there. I've been up that area quite a bit. I like that area. I almost moved to Sutton's Bay about 10 years ago. I was going to live up there for a year. I'm glad that I didn't. I've realized, you know, you'll learn a lot of things as you get. I realized that I'm basically a lazy ass that doesn't like manual labor. And then a farm showed me how clueless I can be about my own behavior. Goodbye, Mary. Thank you. I've realized that I like where I'm at. I do nothing. I come back, it's not that great. And it's the same as when I left it. No snow shoveling, no yard work, blah, blah, blah. I don't want acreage. Nothing. Yeah. Really, you figure yourself out, you know? It's just like being married. I knew before I got married, though. I explained it. It's like, you know, I don't really think this is going to work out long term. because of me, really. I just can't stand somebody being around that moody. Plus, I like, like when I'm out doing photos and stuff like that. I don't like having anybody around. Except my Daisy. She got a new treat this morning. Oh, that's a good girl. That's Dad's good girl. Yes. Yes, that's a good girl. I bought Daisy some new treats. She's not even eating her old ones. No, Melodic, you'd go absolutely easy. UP sucks. It's fun, but it's loaded with white trash. There's no jobs that pay anything. Spend your whole damn yearly salary having your driveway plowed out with 156 inches of snow, like Sault Ste. Marie got. Sault Ste. Marie led the nation in snowfall last year. Yeah, I think you live in a good area, Murray. I really do. Yeah, that's a good baby. That's a good baby, honey. Daisy's a good girl, honey. That's a good dog. I've lived a lot of different places. Ann Arbor, Detroit, River Rouge, Atlanta, West Palm Beach, Orlando, Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor, Detroit. Yeah, Melody, you need to like rent a place for your, just like I tell people. Everybody thinks they're going to move down to Florida and just drink pina coladas and call. Florida's boring too. Almost everybody I know, and that includes myself, that moved to Florida that was young enough to move back to wherever they left, moved back. Yeah, no, expressways are not. Yeah, that's the one downside where you live, Murray. I mean, Traverse City isn't right around the corner. It's about a 35-minute drive. And then if it's the summertime, the traffic's a killer. So here you're living in a community that you don't want to visit because you don't want to go through 4th of July traffic on a Wednesday. Hi, babies. Hi, girl. Good girl. Yep. No, yeah, yep. Same. Yeah, you got it, Melodic. Try living down there. I made in life. I mean, I got some property down there that ended up going up a lot, but that's about the only silver lining I can think of. Every bug that's born in this world dreams of living in Florida because it's paradise. Yeah. That's Daisy, girl. Yeah. That's Daisy, the smallest good girl, hon. That's a good girl. Well, I think I'm going to sign. I bought the Bay City Times and the Detroit Free Press. Read these papers while I look at this great view and drink my caramel latte. Another busy day. Yeah, see what I mean, Murray? I mean, that's screwed up. I mean, who wants to? That's how Chicago is. I lived in Chicago too for like 13 years, downtown. Your whole life is planned around traffic. Times I'd be out doing some work. I'd be an hour from town, and I just did not want to deal with that stop and go traffic, and I'd check into a hotel. And I was only an hour away from home just because I didn't want to screw around with the traffic. You too, Murray. That's it, Penny. So you guys have a good day today. I'll probably be on later tonight. I gotta read these papers. Pet Daisy. Right, hon? Pet the girl? Yeah. I pet the Daisy. And hope you guys have a good day today. It was a really fun chat last night. We had a good time talking about it. Talking about things. All right, Penny, you have a good day. You too, Murray. I'll be coughing out that arrowhead any day now. That's good girl, baby. That's good, Daisy. Okay, have a good day, you guys. That's good, baby.